Yes, we are going to talk regarding to the product life cycle. Sir, the name itself indicate to you product life cycle is it indicate the age of the particular product. It means how in human beings we have an um, uh, age like starting from the birth to childhood, adolescent, younger age, and second, I mean, we are having the phases. Know that Shakespeare described the seven stages of human life. So as like that, we are having the for every product also will move from one stage to another stage, from the new product development to decline stage. There are five stages that which we can describe a product. Means to say that the product has to will pass all these five stages. And finally the product will disappear from the market. So here the marketing managers, they need to take a right decisions according to the life cycle. You take, for example, you take in our individual life. No, in an individual, the starting will be as like this: child, adolescent, young, aged, old age, and last is in death stage. That is called bucket stage. We have an a life cycle. In the similarly, every product will pass in all these five stages, and actually these stages can be examined by using of the sales it will have, and the sales volume it will get, and in the market. Based on that, we are able to describe the life cycle stages of a particular product. So here there are five stages we are having in the product life cycle. One is in the product development, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. We can see this. We can see into this particular diagram. We have an introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. We are able to describe this by into the factor of the sales and profits the firm is getting and the time it is passes. So we see that at the introduction stage, now we have in the two lines here having green and red. Green indicates the sale, red indicates the profit. Actually, the sales will start when the product is introduced into the market. So when we see that called introduction stage to the growth stage, maturity, and a decline. And there are four stages exactly into the PLC: introduction, growth, maturity, and a decline. So here, what strategies we need to adapt every stage. Once the product is introduced into the market, at the product development stage, we try to develop a particular product. A new product will be developed, and during the product development stage, here there is no sales, no profit will be there for the company, and here we need to invest for make of the particular product. And the second stage is introduction stage. At this stage, the sales started growing. No, it start the sales will be started, and product will be introduced into the market. Profits are still not. It is not existent. I mean, when the introductory stage, you don't find the profits. We use certain sort of promotions to to introduce the product into the market, and it made a lot of heavy expenses in the introduction stage. So we may not expect the profits at the introduction. Once you start the growth stage, at this period, a rapid growth can be expected. There is an increase in the sale. Automatically, profits also will rise. When the growth is started, what is happens? The new competitor will enter into the market, and they try to capture the market. When the product is reaching into the growth stage, new competitor will come with the same features, same pricing, same availability, and same structure they will copy, and the new competitor will enter into the market. So slowly the product it started shrinking itself because of the higher competition, better quality and features of the competitors. So slowly the growth will be there into the company. Here we are having the high sale and high profit will be there. But when you go to the next stage called maturity, at this stage, competition is high, growth will be slowed down because the product has achieved acceptance by the most potential buyers, and profit level of or a decline because the market outlays need to increase it to define the product against the competition. So competitor also will enter, and the people started, more number of competitor will present into the market, and new features with the new features and new products will be launched at this particular stage by the competitor. Slowly, the product will start at a maturity stage. We don't find the increase in the sale, but profit will continue into the same fashion. And sales will become slowly down, and automatically profit also will come down at the maturity stage. And when you come to the decline stage, it is the final stage for the particular product. The sales will fall off, and the profit also will drop. You see that called sales is increasing, and after that at the decline stage it is going out. Profits you can see introduction stage no, growth stage we are having more, maturity stage also we are having. After maturity stage where the product is declining, the profits are coming down. That is what the product life cycle it is indicate. So here you need to formulate the different strategies at every stage: introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, decline stage. We need to formulate the different strategies. So the strategies we have in the different sort of strategies already explained. Similarly here at the growth stage, what strategies we need to adapt, and the maturity stage what it is there, and decline stage what we have and what we are supposed to do. Well, the decline stage, to give the rebirth to the product, people will use the different promotions and or they will add the new features to the existing product, and a new innovations. New innovations will be there into the product. Again, try to give the rebirth to the product. Again, the product life cycle continue with the new features. So the market sustainability, it will be depends upon how well we are going to be managing the product life cycle. This is about the PLC. Next stage, we are going to talk regarding to the type of distribution channels. So under the type of distribution channel, we need to select the way how we are going to be distributing the product to the customer. There are the different type of methods we are having. One is a direct channel and as well as the indirect channel. So when you come to the direct channel and indirect channel, where the direct channel is distributing the product by the company directly to the customer. It means there is no market intermediaries between the seller and buyer. That is called direct marketing channel. Indirect marketing channel is we manufacturers, we take in help of the middleman or intermediaries in transmitting of the product from the custom product manufacturer to the customer. Here we are having the different levels in different techniques are different models are there under the indirect channel. That is called one level channel. Then here one level channel manufactured to the customer. There is no zero level. That called one level channel. Sorry, zero level. We don't have any people directly reach to the customer. That is called the direct distribution. When you come to the indirect distribution, one level channel. Here manufacturer to the retailer, retailer to the customer. Two level channel in between to the manufacturer and customer. Two people are coming, wholesaler and a retailer. Like so, we have an 3-level channel, 4-level channel. When we say the 4-level channel, 3 people come. Another 3 people will come between, like C&F agent, carry forward agents, wholesalers, distributors, wholesalers, and retailers. So as like that depends upon the farm. Today we are having e-channels also. That's called multi-channel. Direct, indirect, multi-channel. Company can use directly and indirectly it will sell, or multi-channel. I mean, company can follow more than one type, either direct and direct plus indirect also, direct and digital also. As like that, the distribution channels will be described. So we will see in detail these sessions in the coming days. Thank you.